You ever hear like a beat that just like, yo, this shit wild, bro. But so like I was talking about on Twitter earlier today, to all my hardcore fans and the fans that really, really fuck with me, y'all should know, like, and this goes to like the real Daylyt fans. Like we got whatever Daylyt fans, but we got real Daylyt fans, right? And to all my real fans, y'all already know, like, hey, bruh, I'm really sitting on like 9,000 albums. Like somebody asked me, like, yo, just block, and I'm like, what is that? Right? Like, what is writer's block? Like, what is that? Like, I don't know what that is. What's good, Dante? Like, I don't know what writer's block is. Right? Like, if a rapper gets writer's block, that means you don't know enough. If you get writer's block, then that means you don't know enough. That means like your mind is like limited. Right? Like you don't know enough. Like it's too much shit in the world to have writer's block. Like it's too let's look. Like think about this, right? This is like, alright. So I'm gonna give you all a prime example, right? Boom. Keyboard, right? Just in this keyboard alone, this is an entire song, right? Letters, buttons, the shape of the button, the diagonal of the button, the arrows, the keys, the hotkeys, caps, F9, 8, star, pound, plus, add, subtract, divide, insert, delete, like page up, page down, enter, the keyboard, get the keys aboard. You need the keys. You need a key to type in the key. You need the key for the password. Like the key is connected to the mouse. If the mouse can be a rat, a mouse is a rat. A rat can snitch on a drug dealer who got the keys. Why is a rat next to the keys? Like, and both of these are plugged up to the computer. Internet is where they're gonna catch you at. Like, no, this is what I'm saying, right? Like, there's no limit, right? Like, there's literally no limit. Like cables, wires, mic. Like, it's too much shit in the world to have writer's block. Like, it's too much. It's like way too much stuff in the world to have writer's block. But I don't know if like my mind is on 3,000, because I be with some of my homeboys and they be like, how you do that shit? How you do that? And I just be like, bro. But what I'm saying is this, right? Look, this goes to all the up and coming artists. Listen to me. There is no limit. You can make a rap about everything. Look, when you look at something, because like for me, right? I think a lot of things helped me in my career. Like I was a point guard coming up, so I'm able to see the floor different, right? I play point guard, so I'm able to see the floor different. I'm in charge of the team, so I gotta see things different, right? Also, I could draw pretty good, right? Not only can I draw, period, I could draw very good. Not only can I draw very good, like I do photography, so like the way my mind see things and break things down to like, it literally like, what's the word for that? Not decompose, reverse engineer. Like my mind reverse engineers everything I look at. Like it like dissects it, everything. So like when you look, like when you writing, right? When you go into the objective for a song, you gotta literally reach for the stars. This is why I like people like I'll tell you something. I'll tell you a valuable secret about myself, right? When I was younger, I didn't like Jay-Z. When I was younger, I wasn't a Jay-Z fan. And one of the reasons why I wasn't a Jay-Z fan was single-handedly based on he knew too much for my mental capacity. Right? So I just used to be like, what he talking about, man? He on some other fast rapping shit or whatever. Like, I wasn't a Jay fan. Right? Right? Oh, I had to, bro. I had to snap you. I'm going to follow you back, G. Hold on, let me pin that tweet real quick. Yo, I had to cancel. Hold on. Pin. Let me pin that tweet. I'm going to follow you back as soon as we get off. I had to snap on that thing. But look, right? So I wasn't really a fan of Jay because I didn't understand. Him, right? Then the more and more I started to grow mentally, I started to look back at Jay like, yo. Like, when you really look at it, it's like, yo, this man been saying some shit. Like, y'all ain't even peeping Magna Carta and all. Like, y'all don't even know what Magna Carta is. Right? So, like, when you start going back and you start really peeping a lot of this shit, you, like, really looking at this shit, you like, all right, boom. So that's the thing, like, to the up-and-coming artists, there's two ways to get into this rap game. And there's two things you need to be determining when you in the room making songs. Listen to me. I want y'all to really listen to what I'm trying to tell you. There's two things you need to be determining when you in the room making songs. You need to be determining how long you want to stay in this rap game, and do you plan on making an epic difference, or do you want to be a firework artist? We got a lot of firework artists, right? We got a lot of firework artists. And I noticed when you base your material off fireworky material or sparkly material, you sparkle and fizzle out the same way, right? Or how long do you want to stay in this game? Do you want to be a legend in this game? Or not even a legend, like, do you want to stamp your name in this earth, right? So, like, look, I would say this. If you are a rapper, right? Like, I'm talking about somebody that want to be remembered in the history books. Like, look, I'm going to tell y'all something about doing trendy shit. I'm going to show you something. What happens when you do trendy shit. Look. Hold on. I'm going to show you right now. Google. 80s hits. I'm going to show you. Look, bro. I'm going to show you when you do trendy shit. Look. So these all motherfuckers from the 80s, right? It's all motherfuckers that was just making music in the 80s. All these niggas just making music. Oh, get on Google, YouTube. You get on YouTube. You just look at all these people. Especially, like, if you into sampling music, you be like, all these niggas was making music. Then when you listen to all of the music, it all sounded the same. It was like the mumble rap of the 80s. It all sounded the same. Boom, ch, boom, ch, boom, ch, boom, ch, boom. Like, everybody's just dick riding, like, right? And you notice the niggas who stood out, them niggas is Longevity, James Brown, Michael Jackson, you feel me, Phil Collins. Like, all them niggas that stood out, right? All them niggas that stood out, them niggas is remembered. Yo, it's kind of wild, right? It's like, so what I'm saying right now, as an artist, I'm going to show y'all the picture. It's on my MySpace, but I ain't going to tell y'all my MySpace. me see if I can find the picture. Hold on. I can't find it. Oh well. But more of the story is, it was a picture of me sitting on my bed. I was sitting on my bed, and I was in the same boat telling myself, fuck, bro. This shit ain't gonna get me nowhere, man. I might as well just fucking sell out and do what everybody else doing. I know it feel like that sometimes. Listen to me. What's up, fool? I know it feel like that sometimes. Look, to all my real artists, I know it feel like that sometimes. I know you might be sitting in your room like, fuck, man. How the fuck am I supposed to fight this wave? Like, I'm dope, but all the bullshit working out and everybody blowing up from the bullshit. And sometimes you really be wanting to just do some bullshit. Sometimes you really just be wanting to go, fuck it. Sometimes you really be wanting to just be like, fuck it, man. I'ma just do what's hot and hope it work. Look, I want y'all to really take two people, for example. Take Kendrick and take J. Cole, for example. Look, go against the grain, man. Go against the grain. It's a longer drive. I'm walking proof of this. I'm living proof. It's a longer drive. People think I just popped up, man. I've been at this shit for 15 years. 15 years figuring this shit out from the back end, dog. I ain't come in the front of the computer. I went in through the USB drive. I ain't come in from the front of the computer. I went in from the USB drive. I'm figuring out the hardwiring of this fucking game, bro. I'm figuring out the wiring of the system. Look, Kendrick did the same thing. Y'all don't understand, man. I've been knowing this man for a long time. I watched it 15 years. I've been in this shit for 15 years figuring it out. Look, I keep telling y'all, I watched Kendrick's success. Y'all forgot he was a hype man. It was a lot of things that happened. He been in this shit for a minute, but you know what he never did? You know what Kendrick never did? In his career, he never said, I'ma do what everybody else doing. He said, I'ma do what I'm doing. Kendrick never was like, well, fuck it, I'm going to make some dance records and shit. Nah, he did what he wanted to do. And bow right to the top of the game. Crowned king. That simple. Look, when you a lyricist and you really rap and you really do this, ain't nothing going to come easy. You ain't going to get overnight fame or overnight success. Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. How long you want to stay in the game, that's how long it's going to take to get in there. Look, it's crazy as it sounds. However long it take you to get in, that's how long you going to stay in. Do that make sense? You get in overnight, you be out of there overnight. It take you a long time to get in there, you gonna stay in there a long time. Look, to all my up and coming artists, listen to what I'm telling y'all. Just sit back, focus on your craft, become the best you can possibly be, and just wait. It's like fishing, dog. You don't catch a fish soon as you throw your pole in the water. You gotta sit there, bro. Make sure you got the right bait. Make sure you got the right bait and throw your pole in the water and sit back and chill, dog. You gonna catch the fish you wanna catch. You ain't gonna just catch any fish. You put some bullshit on your bait, you gonna catch a bitch ass trout, punk ass bass or some shit like that. You ain't gonna catch no king salmon. Yeah, you got a fish and you gonna eat tonight, but you ain't gonna catch no king salmon. You gonna catch a trout, a sea bass, a perch, one of them shits. If you put some salmon bait on there, you sit back and you catch. You look at y'all. Y'all like, damn, Daylyt know his fish. Yeah, nigga, I fish. I fish for real. Well, actually, I ain't fished in a long time. I'm gonna tell you why I stopped fishing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll tell you exactly why I stopped fishing. Not to cut off the subject, but I'll tell you why I stopped fishing. One of the reasons why I stopped fishing is I got so tuned in with nature that it's hard for me to kill animals now. Tuned in with the world, like it's hard for me to harm animals. Like I still eat burgers and shit, beef or chicken anyway, but it kill animals. Like it's hard. Like it's just hard. Like I used to start like alright, so remember how I was telling y'all how my mind be thinking to extreme. So one day I was fishing. No, listen to me. Don't laugh at me, man, because it's like a low-key fucked up story. One day I was fishing and like my pole bent down hard. And I'm like, oh shit, I got a big one. So I ran to the pole and I yanked that shit, bro. And like when I yanked the pole, bro, I swear to God, like it was like my to the pole and like the energy went all the way down to the thing and fish cried. Bro, I heard the fish cry, bro. Last day I fished, bro. This probably was like about 5 years ago. And like from that day on, I was low-key traumatized, bro. I'm like, yo, imagine being a fish, bro. Like, you gotta think how hard it is for fish in the first place. Like, you a fish, my nigga. Like, you ain't no shark, you ain't no dolphin, you ain't no, like, you like, every day of your life a nigga trying to eat you. Right? I thought about it. Like, I was really thinking too hard. My man Kel was like, "Day, you tripping." I was really thinking too hard. I'm like, man, like, imagine just being a small little trout or some bass just swimming around and like you don't know if today gonna be your last day. I start looking at the bottom of the seafloor like the hood. Like a nigga go outside like, man, I don't even know if a nigga. Then when you look at fish, they got that same hood look like, fuck it, nigga, I'ma just swim on there, shit, nigga, hey. Right? So I thought about, I'm like, imagine just being a fish, right? And you like, all right, I didn't get eaten today. Damn, look at that little piece of shrimp right there. Shit, ain't nobody shrimp. You calling people around, hey, anybody left this little piece of shrimp right here? Why this shit all right here by itself? So you swim over there. You know how fishes be doing that looking thing before they bite them. So imagine you just bite the shrimp and the nigga tug your shit way out the water. My nigga, I thought about that. I said, I can't do that no more, bro. Y'all laughing, but I'm dead serious. I said, yo, I can't do that no more, my nigga. Like, I can't just pull no fish out the water and get hooked in his mouth. That's cold. Who thought of fishing? You had to be a slave master or something. Think of that. Bro, bro, on some real shit, that's really low-key fucked up. Like to just rip a nigga whole mouth off. Imagine you go to McDonald's, you like, yeah, give me some nuggets. You bite one of the nuggets, the Ronald McDonald man, pull your shit way through the drive-thru window. How you gonna feel? I said, you know what? If I gotta kill it, I ain't eating it. If it's already grinded up, shit, alright, we good, G. But for real, if I gotta see it getting killed, I can't do it, man. I just feel bad. But if it's already grinded up, you feel me? Like, and it been processed and all that before it even got to the store, we good. Yeah, fuck me and motherfucking chicken nuggets up, shit. Alright. But going back to what I was saying, right? So going back to what I was saying about, like, just being an artist, right? Like, look, just going back to what I was saying about being an artist, like, we gotta understand something. Like, sometimes I look at some of my stuff, like, right? And, like I said, one thing that y'all don't really know, one thing y'all gotta listen to, I want y'all to really go listen to J. Cole verse on 21 Savage a lot. I don't think y'all understand that verse and what J. Cole is trying to tell the world. What he's trying to tell the world is everything ain't big as it seems. It's a fucking setup to make y'all feel like y'all ain't working and the weak niggas are working. Everything ain't what it seems, bro. All these niggas is paying for views, bro. They paying for views, they paying for followers, they paying for clicks. Half of the comments is bot comment. Y'all didn't know that? Y'all didn't know you could pay for comments. There's programs you can pay for bot comments. Hello, hi, that was dope. You could type in what you want the comments to say.
That's crazy.
Everything ain't what it seems. Niggas faking they streams. Bro, this shit is all a setup. It ain't what it seems, bro. None of this shit what it seems. None of it. It's all a bullshit bluff to make you feel like that's so lit, I gotta do this. You don't, my nigga. Look, this goes to all the hardcore. Shouts out to my nigga Jackson Hunter. He one of the most hardest working motherfuckers that I've ever fucking seen. Jackson is literally everywhere. And soon, in due time, when he get lit, cause he's gonna get lit. And if you don't know who Jackson Hunter is, in due time, you gonna know who Jackson Hunter is. Jackson Hunter literally is putting in his dues, opening up for everybody, dog. He opens up for everybody, bro. He selling tickets. He out here hustling, bro. Shouts out to my man Jackson Hunter. He's a rapper, and in due time, look, what I'm telling you is this: as a artist, a real artist, who cares if you got a lot of fans? Nobody. Look, you don't want a lot of fans because now the vision becomes blurry. You don't want a lot of fans. Look, what you need is a small niche following. If you got 20 niggas, 30 niggas, that's your hardcore fan, fuck with them. Follow all of them back, talk to them, discuss, fuck with them, bro. Get your 20, turn that 20 to 40 law. Look, stop thinking about the grand scale of life. Focus on your small people that really fucks with you, bro. Look, bro, can I share a verse with you? No. I'm only here to give you advice, nigga. I ain't about to help your bitch ass succeed in a piece of life. Shit, nigga, you better get these words, nigga, and be happy, nigga. Niggas always want to... Hey, Daylyt, that cake was good. Cause the nigga the extra strawberry? Damn, nigga, I just gave you the cake. Chill. Feel me? Niggas, yo, Daylyt, you feel me? I just wondering if I could come over to your house and when you in the bathtub, could I just talk to you? Like, bruh, chill. Y'all niggas be doing freak. Y'all doing freaky. You wanna do things. You wanna do freaky. You wanna freaky. You wanna freak. You doing freak things. But no, AG, you feel me? I know if you a rapper, look, if you a rapper, you a rapper. That's dope. Continue being a rapper. You don't need me to tell you nothing. You don't need my approval. Listen to me. If you dope, you're a rapper, you don't need my approval. Who am I? I mean, I might got finger toes, but other than that, who am I? You don't need my approval for nothing, dog. You need your own approval. You don't need my approval. You need your own approval. Bro, look, you want to rap to somebody? Rap to yourself, G. Go get in the mirror and rap to yourself. Get your self-approval, bro. Because I'm going to tell you something. We all got a person in our heart that's going to keep it real with us. Your thing that's going to tell you, man, that shit bullshit. And some of us just completely ignore it. Like, man, I'm going to put this shit out anyway. But you got a thing in here that's going to tell you, man, that's bullshit. So, I'll say, get in the mirror, G, rap to yourself, my nigga. You feel me? Like this record I'm doing right here, this shit's crazy. Yo, shouts out to my nigga Steezy.
There's no more I can take. There's no more to say. And I'm tired. Yeah, like, why should I fight the light? I am the one who raised it. It'll be 12 years now. How can I raise the sun in this violence I create?
Yo, this shit is wild, bro. Yo, I'm like a thing. Bro. So, like, look, check this verse out.
Yeah, like, why should I fight the light when I am the one who raised it? It'll be 12 years now. How can I raise the sun in this violence I created? Sacrifices, debating, created this sin. Yet you sent for me, it's meant, leave me out of this. Nobody breath hot as this devil's air. We inhale, celebrate, lose air, just to get to heaven's gate. CO2 was the day that I started. My car been in the driveway parted. It's a plot for men, sunken wheels, drunken chills. As me go get my oxygen, there's oxygen in front of us, and yet we still forgot to win. Blow. Many blunts, smoking mirrors, broken spirits, broken houses, thousands hopeless, losing focus, bottom focus, focus on this whip shit, hocus pocus, homies bugging crazy, claim that they the locust. Shit is scary, huh? Imagine being dairy on, imagine being dairy mom, imagine eating dairy, huh? Imagine not knowing why you a serial killer, imagine nobody telling us all is serial killers. General Mills, general population testers, wave, we all become serial killers, go get that special K. And God, if you hear me, what is health? No reply, cause I'm talking to myself.
Yo, so look, that's album shit though. That's like super album shit. But anywho, so like this is the thing, right? So what I've been doing, right? What I've been doing with the way I've been writing, what I've been doing with the way I've been writing material is I've been writing 2 songs in one, right? So this whole song is about, this whole verse is about air. Everything is about air, right? It's about taking your last breath, because the song is about a dying superhero, and it's about a superhero dying. And it's about people in the hood that were superheroes that were dying, but we didn't know we were superheroes, and nobody knew what we was, but we just knew we were great, but we didn't really know what we was. And by the time we figured out what we was, we were already taking our last breath. So the song is about air, and it's about losing air, but also air as in king, the king's heir, or the heir of the king or whatnot, right? It's about losing the air, right? But whatever. So it's like, the song is like layered, right? But, so I'll break it down to y'all, right? So I'll break the verse down to y'all.
Yeah, like, why should I fight the light when I am the one who raised it? It'll be 12 years now.
So, why should I fight the light when I am the one who raised it? It'll be 12 years now. So, why should I fight my inner light when I'm the one who raised the sun? Pretty much saying, why should I fight what God gave me, or why should I fight God in the first place when I am God? So in a sense, I'm fighting with myself. And actually, every Bible state God created us in His image. So technically, we are all gods. So most of us are just fighting with our inner God. And normally, when life don't turn out how you want it to turn out, 9 times out of 10, you going against what you should be doing. Now, why am I
Yeah, like, why should I fight the light when I am the one who raised it?
So, why should I fight the light when I am the one who raised it? The light, as in the sun, right? Why should I fight the light when I'm the one who raised it? I raised the sun in the morning, as in I'm God, but I raised my son in the morning. So technically, to my son, I am a God, right? So why should I fight the light when I am the one who raised it? It'll be 12 years now. Now, my son is about to be 12 years old. Actually, just past 12, but actually, if you know the sun itself is B12, right? So I raised the sun, but the sun is B12, but it'll be 12 years now. My son's going to be 12 years old. So,
yeah, like, why should I fight the light when I am the one who raised it? It'll be 12 years now. How can I raise a son in his violence I created?
So, it'll be 12 years now. How can I raise a son in his violence I created?
It is nobody's violence I created. Sacrifice.
Yeah. So, how can I raise a son in his violence I created? Sacrifices, debated. So, that's just, it's also like, we bring children into this world not even knowing that we kind of setting them up for failure, because at the end of the day, like, there is no way to really win this game. And also that ties back into being a God. God clearly had a son to die, literally knowing I'm going to have this child to try to fix the world, but he's not going to win at the end. Right? So everything is just like, the whole song is literally circling itself. Like, it's like song inside a song. It's kind of like Inception, right? It's just like circling itself, right?
Sacrifices, debating, created this sin, yet you sent for me, is meant, leave me out of this.
Alright, created the sin, yet is sent for me, is meant, leave me out of this. Nobody breath hot as this. So God created sin, but yet He created men to fight the sin, but He created sin for the man, and yet He sent His son to fight the sin. But if you sent your son to fight the sin, and your son technically didn't win the war, now you get what I'm saying? Your son technically didn't win, because we still sin. And if we still sin, then all of this shit is absolutely done for absolutely nothing. But mint leave. If it was mint, leave me out of this. But we going back to a mint leaf, and mint leaves was in the Garden of Eden, whatnot. So, right. So if it's mint, leave me out of this. Nobody breath hot as this, but mint leaves are added into all gums to stop bad breath. So, right? Nobody breath hot as this.
Sacrifices, debating, created this sin, yet you sent for me. Is mint, leave me out of this. Nobody breath hot as this, devil's air.
Alright, so nobody breath hot as this, devil's air. So, right? If it's mint, leave me out as this. Nobody breath hot as this, devil's air.
Devil's air, we inhale.
So nobody breath hot as this, devil's air. We inhale, right? So it's like, but inhale, you have to inhale air. But to breathe, you got to stay alive. But and then to stay alive, why are we even staying alive? Inhale, the earth is hell in itself. So there's no point to even live when we're going to die anyway. And, right, you get where we're going is?
Devil's air, we inhale, celebrate, lose air.
So this is crazy, right? We inhale, we celebrate. Most people celebrating that we're lost. Like, you got people in the club celebrating, you got people just celebrating like, yo, we fucked. We got holidays celebrating, all type of shit, dog. Then when you understand, when you do the etymology on sell and celebrate and eat break, that's kind of wild. I don't want to go down, but that's for y'all, right? So everybody's celebrating hell, but we inhale, we celebrate. But it's crazy how if you lose your breath, you'll get closer to heaven's gate. So I'm telling people, like, most people who feel like if they take their life, they'll be closer to God, right? So you got some people that's like watching the people celebrating hell, and you got some people like, yo, fuck yeah, I'm going to take my own breath just so I can get closer to heaven's gate. So you inhale to stay alive, and if you exhale everything, if you exhale out your life, you get closer to heaven. It's kind of wild, right?
Devil's gates, CO2.
Right? But remind you, we all talking about breathing air, right? Inhale, exhale, loss, win, right? But tie this all back into CO2, as in the year O2, but CO2, what's inside of CO2? Air. CO2 was the day that I started.
Heaven's gates, CO2 was the day that I started. My carbon in the driveway parted.
CO2 was the day that I started. My carbon in the driveway parted. So CO2 carbon. Right? So everything is going to tie back into what we're talking about.
Was the day that I started. My carbon in the driveway parted. Sunken wheels, drunken chills, ask me oxygen.
So my carbon in the driveway parted. Sunken wheels, drunken chill, hags me to get my oxygen. So we know ox as in homeboy, but you know, my ox, all my older ox asked me for gin. So they used to ask me to go to the store to get the gin. So they asked me to get my oxygen, and oxygen right in front of us, and yet we all forgot to win, blow. Right?
Was the day that I started us, and yet we still forgot to go get my oxygen. This feels drunken chills, ask me go get my oxygen. This oxygen in front of us, and yet we still forgot to win, blow. Many blunts, smoking mirrors, broken spirits, broken houses, broken house.
So we still forgot to win, blow, smoking mirrors. So it's crazy how everybody's smoking, but the more you smoke, we still inhale, right? Like it's kind of wild, right? And this is just leading up to where we going with this, right? Like,
was the day that I started. My broken houses, thousands hopeless, losing focus, bottom focus, smoking mirrors, broken spirits, broken houses, broken houses.
So most of my homies that smoke, right, it left them with broken spirits. And as much as they think the smoke help them, it's destroying them, because it's keeping them in that broken spirit state, and it makes them meditate and manifest on all the wrong things in life. Right? So broken spirits. The broken spirits led to broken mirrors. Right? As in broken mirrors, like you look in the mirror and see, if you look at a mirror and you can't really see your full reflection, then you don't really know who you are. Right? You use mirrors to get demons out. And if you can't get your demons out, then where are you? In hell. And if you in hell, what are you doing? You're still breathing. Where? Right? So, boom. And if you're familiar with all exorcisms and all that shit, you already know. Boom, boom, boom.
Was the day that I started. More kids focus is losing focus. This is broken houses, thousand houses, mirrors, broken spirits, broken houses, broken houses.
So, right, broken spirits, broken houses. So, if your spirit is broken, you're going to grow up in a broken house or a broken home, right? And 9 times out of 10, if you grow up, most of my homies that grew up in broken homes, they broken houses, right? So, it's like broken houses, broken houses. I don't even have to switch the context of the word. Just say it 2 times. Most of my homies, they grew up in broken houses, broken houses.
Thousands hopeless,
And, you know, that led to thousands hopeless, right?
losing focus, bought a focus.
And that led to thousands hopeless, losing focus, bought a focus.
More kids focus on this whip shit, hocus.
More kids focus on this whip shit.
It's focus, homies.
Which shit is hocus pocus. Like, people don't understand, dog. Like buying a car get you stuck in a deal, right? And this is the setup. Not only you get stuck in a deal, what's the main thing in the car? AC, right? What blows out the AC? Air. Carbon. Carbon blows out the AC, but on top of that, where have your car been? You don't know where your car came from. Air. What blows when you roll down the window? Air. But it's called a window. Like, people, everything is tight.
Bugging crazy, claim that they the locust. Shit is scary.
Alright. So you losing focus, bought a focus, whip shit, hocus pocus. No, we don't understand, man. This shit is fucking destroying us, bro. Like, it's like a spell on us because now everybody think they need the car. We don't really understand how important walking is. We don't understand how important fresh air is, actually getting fresh air. So, it's crazy how when you in a car driving and you feel the wind blowing all on your face, but you technically lost. It's an L. You cut on the AC when it's hot. Like, if you flip open your dashboard, or you know where your little sun visor thing. Have you ever read that? Have you ever read what's on your sun visor? Have you ever read your car manual? It tell you that the AC can cause cancer. It tell you the chemicals pumped through your AC will cause cancer. It tell you that. Right? And yet, once again, we inhaling. It literally tell you cancer is in your car. And that's why I'm saying this shit is witchcraft. It's hocus pocus, bro. It's like a magical booby trap that we don't even see. It tell you about the airbags. It tell you the airbag can kill you. It tell you all type of shit.
Bugging crazy, claim that they the locust. Shit.
Alright, so it's like this shit got my homeboys bugging crazy. They claim that they the locusts, but you know, like, locust is a mass swarm of bugs going crazy. So that's just simple wordplay.
Bugging crazy, claim that they the locust. Shit is scary, huh?
So this is just some shit that ties back into my neighborhood. Like, shit is scary, huh? Imagine being Daylyt. So if you from my neighborhood and you know who Daylyt is, like, he's known as like he was kind of like a Jason to our hood. Like he was one of our homies, but we really didn't know. Like, when Derry came around, it was like, you good, bro? I'm talking about, man, I done seen Derry walk up the street with a Mac 10 just out, like Grand Theft Auto. Right? Derry was like, if you from anywhere from our side and they ask you, man, who was Derry? You gonna understand that man was really like, he was a scary person, bro. Like, to everybody. Like, nobody felt, listen to me, nobody in our neighborhood felt safe around him. He was scary, bro. He was a real live Jason, like a Freddy Krueger of our hood. But going back to that, like, right?
Crazy claim that they the locust, shit is scary, huh?
Imagine being Darion. Imagine being Derry Mom. So it's like, it's crazy because imagine being Darion. Like, imagine being him. Like, I used to always tell myself, what's going on inside his head? What is the reason, like, for this behavior? Like, what's happening inside of his head? Like, right? So imagine it. Then I look at my projects and I go, fuck, we still in hell. This shit is hell. We in hell. So imagine being the mother of this, right? Like, imagine being Darion. Imagine being Derry Mom. Imagine eating dairy, huh? Like, now you gotta go back to it. Like, when you start to really get deep into all these products that was stuffed inside of us as kids, a lot of these things caused effects. They had side effects to them. A lot of it, right? A lot of it. A lot of this shit had side effects to it. A lot of this shit had all type of shit to it. So imagine growing up eating all the bullshit, all the dairy, cow, milk, eggs, cheese, all type of cottage cheese, cloth article, all this shit. Imagine growing up. And then we wonder why some of us turn out fucked up. Some of us turn out crazy. Some of us get extremely sick from all of this shit. You got to think, there was a recall on meat. Remember mad cow disease? Remember that shit? Remember the mad cow disease was infecting the beef and shit like that. Man, he probably ate a mad cow burger and went ballistic. So, right, imagine eating dairy. Imagine becoming a serial killer. And nobody told us that the cereal kill us. Dog, you walk down the cereal aisle, it's poison. It looked good, Cinnamon Toast Crunch and all that shit. It looked good, but it's poison. It literally, if you read the ingredients, there's literally poison. Literally. So imagine growing up becoming a serial killer based on the simple fact that nobody told us the serial killers.
Fucking crazy claim that they the locust, shit is scary, huh? Imagine being Darion. Imagine being Derry Mom. Imagine eating dairy, huh? Imagine not knowing why you a serial killer. Imagine nobody telling us all this serial killers. General Mills.
So imagine nobody telling us all this serial killers, General Mills. It's just the meals we got in general. Not just cereal, but just the General Mills that we got on a daily basis. Everything we ate was a weapon to destroy us. Everything.
General population testers wave.
General Mills. General population testers. So all these General Mills we got was just tests for the general population.
We all become serial killers.
So General Mills, general population testers, wait. We all become serial killers. Go get your special K. Look, man. All my homies that grew up eating hella cereal, all them niggas got choppers. It's crazy how all this shit starting to tie in. Then you know what's crazy? You ever eat a bowl of Fruity Pebbles and you feel like you ate a bowl of air?
All the time.
Now you get why it's tying all back into air. You ever ate a bowl of Fruity Pebbles and been like, nigga, I ain't eat nothing.
That nigga eat the
Whole box.
Easy.
You be like, I didn't eat nothing. Was it air in them shits? Now you see how everything tying back. It's crazy how we got off the air subject, but subconsciously you thinking about the fucking cereals, and when you eat cereal, it feel like you ate air.
Let's go get that special K. And God, if you hear me, what is health? No reply, cause I'm talking to myself.
So it's like, boom. God, with all that saying, right, we start off with a God, talking from a God perspective, then we end with a God perspective. God, if you hear me, what is health? No reply, because I'm talking to myself. And the problem is, we all look for answers through other beings. Or we all look for answers through other people when all the answers are right in front of us. Every answer to all of our problems is already inside of us. Every single answer. We all know what we're supposed to do. We just ignore it or we'll go left. We know the answers. Everybody. You can't tell me you don't know them. We all know the answers. We don't have to pray. We don't have to look for nobody else. We know what the fuck we supposed to do. Some of us are just stubborn. Some of us are just waiting. Some of us can't focus. Some of us are distracted. But at the end of the day, you know what you're supposed to be doing from right and wrong. You know it. It is a natural fucking skill set that we all got. Just how when you a fucking brand new baby and you know, I ain't supposed to go over there. That shit hot. You know. Or if you a baby and your mama drop you, you know, kind of like, you like, nigga, you know I ain't supposed to be falling. Nigga, that thing don't feel like it's gonna feel good when I hit the ground. You know. So we got a natural instinct to know right from wrong, all of us. So, what I'm saying is, this is what I'm doing in this song, and this is where I'm going in this song, and then we go into the simple Gangsta Paradise hook. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why are we so blind to see? You feel me? The people we kill is you and me. You feel me? Like, why? Like, why? Like, we living in the gangster's paradise, but is it a paradise, right? We're living in the gangster's paradise, but it's not really a paradise, right? Because I'm not using it in the context of the word paradise. I'm using it in the context of the word pair of dice. It's a gangster's gamble. It's not a gangster's Hawaii. It's a gamble. Everybody is gambling with life. Every day you wake up, it's gangster's gamble. Roll the dice and you might land and get to the next day, or you might land and crap out. So that's kind of what I'm doing with music, right? Remind y'all, this is only the first verse. I ain't gonna play verse. This one to shit. I got another